Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to today's presentation on e-content production standard. So let's start with this quote, which is creating high quality electronic content is crucial for engaging audiences and achieving organizational goals. So agenda of today's presentation is to discuss these topics. What are e-content production standards? Importance and benefits of e-content production standards. Components of e-content production standards, examples of e-content production standards, implementation of e-content production standards. So what are e-content production standards? E-content production standards are guidelines and best practices that ensure consistency, quality, and accessibility in the creation of electronic content. These standards cover various aspects such as content formatting, design, usability, accessibility, and technical specifications. So these standards are actually essential for content creators and organizations to follow when producing digital materials such as a website, e-courses, e-books, mobile applications, videos, and more. So importance of e-content production standards. So there are some points to understand. Like number one is consistency. Standards ensure that content across platforms and devices maintain a uniform look and feel. Like ensuring consistency standard help maintain a uniform look and feel across different digital platforms and devices. Consistency is crucial for building brand identity and providing a seamless user experiences. Next is your quality. So upholding quality by providing guidelines for design, writing styles, multimedia integration, and technical specifications. The standards ensures that content meets certain quality benchmarks. This enhances user engagement and satisfaction. So quality standards help to maintain high quality content by providing guidelines for design, writing, and multimedia production. Next is accessibility. So promoting accessibility like e-content production standards include provisions for making content accessible to users with disabilities. Accessibility features such as the alternative text for images, keyboard, navigations, and screen reader compatibility ensure that everyone can access and interact with the content. So accessibility standards ensure that content is accessible to users with disabilities, promoting inclusivity and compliances. Next is your efficiency. Efficiency following standards streamlines the content creation process, saving time and resources. So improving efficiency means what? Like following established standard streamlines the content creations process by providing clear guidelines and best practices. This saves times and resources as creators don't have to reinvent the wheel for each piece of content. Examples of e-content production standards. W3C Web Content Accessibility Guidelines provides internationally recognized standards for making web content accessible to people with disabilities. Brand style guides define guidelines for visual identity, tone of voice, and messaging to maintain brand consistency across all content. Publishing standards specify requirement for content formatting, metadata, and version control to ensure accuracy and consistency. So overall scope is what? Like e-content production standards cover various aspects of content creation, including content formatting, guidelines for structuring content hierarchically with headings, subheadings, and other organization elements. This for design and layout, like standards for visual design and color schemes, layout to enhance readability and user experiences, multimedia integration, guidelines for incorporating images, videos, audio, and other multimedia elements effectively, accessibility, like standards ensuring Content is accessible to users with disabilities, and technical specifications like guidelines for file formats, resolution, compression, and optimization to ensure compatibility and performance across devices and platforms. So, implementation of e-content production standards. Training. Provide training sessions and resources to educate content creators and stakeholders about the standards and their importance. Template and tools. Develop template, styles, guides, and automated tools to assist content creators in adhering to the standards. And work quality assurance, like implement processes for reviewing and auditing content to ensure compliance with the standards and continuous improvement, regularly update and refine the standards based on feedback, technological advancements, and changes in best practices. So let's start with the QM. Let's understand what is the QM. QM, Quality Matters, is a nationally recognized, faculty driven peer review process used to ensure the quality of online and blended courses design. QM standards were developed and revised based on the research and established standards in the field of instructional design and online learning. So here I will be talking about the course design rubric standards as per the instruction from the e-learning department university. So these are the standards from e-learning center, and a set of a set of 8 general standards and 42 specific review standards used to evaluate the design of online and blended courses. So the rubric has a scoring system used by the review team to determine whether a course meets standards or not. Essential standards like 3-point specific review standards must be met during the review, and an overall score of 85% of the point possible are required for a course to attain QM certification. So who uses this rubric? QM members using this rubric include the individual faculty member and instructional designers, 4-year accredited colleges and universities, and community colleges. So here are the 8 general standards of this rubric are course overview and introduction, learning objectives, competencies, assessment and measurement, instructional material, learning activities and learner interactions. Number 6 is your course technology, 7 learner support, and 8 accessibility and usability. So I will be talking each and every 8 standards now. Number 1 is your course overview and introduction. So as per the QM standards or specific review standards from the QM Higher Education Rubric 6th edition, so these are the different topics we should understand, the different instructions like course overview. For course overview and introduction, number 1 is instructions make clear how to get started and where to find various course components. Second, learners are introduced to the purpose and structure of the course. Communication expectations for online discussions, email, and other forms of interactions are clearly stated in the beginning. And course and institutional policies with which the learners is expected to comply are clearly stated within the course, or a link to current policies is provided. Next is your minimum technology requirement for the course are clearly stated, and information on how to obtain the technology is provided. Next is your computer skills and digital information literacy. The skills expected of the learner are clearly stated. And the self-introduction by the instructor is professional and is available online. So these are the points which we have to keep in mind while designing the course for the course overview and introduction. Next is learning objectives, competencies. So for this, the course learning objective or course program competencies describe outcomes that are measurable. The module unit level learning objectives or competencies describe outcomes that are measurable and consistent with the course level objective and competencies. Next is the learning objective. The learning objectives or competencies are stated clearly, are written from the learner's perspective, and are prominently located in the course. The relationship between learning objectives or competencies and learning activities is clearly stated. The learning objectives are or competencies are suited to the level of course. Next is assessment and measurement standard. The assessment measure the achievement of the stated learning objectives or competencies. So the course grading policy is stated clearly at the beginning of the course, and specific and descriptive criteria are provided for the evaluation of learners' work, and their connection to the course grading policy is clearly explained. The assessments used are sequenced, varied, and suited to the level of course, and the course provides learners with multiple opportunities to track their learning progress with timely feedback. Next standard is instructional materials. So the instructional materials contribute to the achievement of the stated learning objective or competencies, and the relationship between the use of instructional materials in the course and the completing learning activities is clearly explained. The course models the academic integrity expected of learners by providing both source references and permissions from the use of instructional materials, and the instructional materials represent up-to-date theory and practice in the discipline. We should keep in mind this one. A variety of instructional materials is used in the course. Like instructional materials could be your PDF in PDF form or video or audio or whatever, okay? Learning activities and learner interactions. Next standard. The learning activities promote the achievement of the stated learning objectives or competencies. Next is learning activities provide opportunities for interactions that support active learning. Next, the instructor's plan for interacting with learners during the course is clearly stated. Okay. And the requirements for learner interaction are clearly stated. Like how you will interact with your learners or students. Okay, it should be clearly stated. Course technology. The tools used in the course support the learning objective or competencies. Course tools promote learner engagement and active learning. A variety of technologies used in the course. The course provides learning with information on protecting their data and privacy. So this all should be mentioned there, what course technology you are going to use, what applications, what websites, and what mode, okay, they are going to use. Learner support. The course instructions articulate or link to a clear description of the technical support offered and how to obtain it. And course instruction articulate or link to the institution's accessibility policies and services. And course instructions articulate or link to the institution's academic support services and resources that can help learner succeed in the course. So already we are having this academic support, academic guidance, and course instructions articulate or link to the institution's student services and resources that can help the learner succeed. So these are the points which come under the standards for the learner support. Accessibility and usability. Course navigation facilitates ease of use. The course design facilitates the readability, like it should not be so complex. The course provides accessible text and images in files, documents, LMS pages, and web pages to meet the need of the diverse learners. Okay. The course provides alternative means of access to multimedia content in formats that meet the needs of diverse learners. Course multimedia facilitate ease of use. Okay. It means whatever the multimedia you are going to use in your course, it should be easily available for your learners. Vendor accessibility statements are provided for all technologies required in the course. So these are under the standard accessibility and usability. So in conclusions, like e-content production standards play a crucial role in ensuring the quality, consistency, accessibility, and efficiency of electronic content. By adopting and implementing these standards, organizations can enhance user experiences, improve accessibility, and achieve their content objectives effectively. So that aim was today's workshop was to introduce you about all these standards, all 8 standards which came from the e-learning center. So when you design a course, you should keep in mind and follow all these instructions. If you want, then I will share these all instructions and slide with you. And also, you can create these rubrics in Blackboard Learn for assignments, tests, and exams. And on rubrics, I have already conducted workshop. I also shared the video that how to create the rubrics in Blackboard Learn system. So you can follow all those steps to create a rubrics for your assignment, for test and exams. And while creating rubrics points, so you should keep in mind if you are producing any course, you should keep in mind all these 8 standards. So that's all about the today's workshop. Now I'm going to share the link for evaluation and certificate. If you have any question, I'm happy to answer you. Just a minute, let me share the links. So I'm here sharing the 3 links for evaluation, for quiz link also. Please take quiz. Okay, it is important. And also the certificate link. Welcome everyone. I hope all of you will take the quiz because only few teachers take the quiz. Thank you everyone for attending the workshop. Ma'am, all links I shared, evaluation, quiz, and certificate. Okay, again, I'm sharing the quiz link if you didn't find. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to end meeting now. If anyone having problem in receiving certificate and whatever, so please contact me personally. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.